I am GS Asra along here with
GS Neep,
Yes,
and welcome back
back
to the Pro Gaming Series 2015
Spring Season. Yes.
It's November 29, 2014 right now, and let's take a look at the schedule before we hop back into the games.
Yes.
So from 6 to 8 p.m. we will have War Gods GameX versus MSKI, and after that, that will be a best of 2 series, and after that we will have Diamond versus Imperium Pro Team in a best of 2 as well.
Around 8 to 10 naman.
Yes, 8 to 10, and watch and win, right?
Yes, watch and win.
And after the end of those 2 games, the best of 2, we will be having that watch and win promo. Your chance to win 500 RP. 5 lucky winners will receive the watch and win RP prize, and we have already discussed the mechanics. Make sure you check. So after the 2 games, we will be asking a question on the screen, and you will be asked to answer it. The first 5 people to successfully answer it on that Facebook page will walk away with that 500 RP.
Yes.
So let's take a look at the standings.
Alright, for standings, you can see right now it's
the beginning of the new seasons, week 1.
Alright, so I'll talk about the standings. So you can see right now, games played 0, points earned 0. So the mechanics right now is best of 2 series right now. So kunyari, GameX War Gods gets 2-0 against MSKI Globe. They get 3 points. Same for MSKI Globe. If you get a 2-0 against War Gods, they will get 3 points. But if it's a 1-1, it will be 1 point each. So it's pretty important for these 2 teams to get that 2-0 and get an early advantage for this spring season. Yes.
And we are now approaching Champions Select. This is it, guys. The first game of week 1 of
yes,
the Pro Gaming
finally.
Series. Yes.
You can see right now that War Gods has banned out Zed, as for MSKI banning out that Zera.
Yes, those are 2 mid lane champions looking to target Ochi and Yume in that mid lane, ensuring that they get the optimal mid lane champions for their team comp. Yes, and something to take note of. Let's announce the roster. So in the top lane, we will have JLC. In the jungle, we will have Skill. Mid lane, we do have Ochi. In the AD carry position, we do have BYY, and in the support, we will have Stronger.
Alright, so we see right now that War Gods GameX has banned out that Thresh.
Yes.
So here we can see a focus counter on Stronger.
Yes, no, that is a ban onto EXO. And yes, EXO will be playing support this game.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
talk about the MSKI lineup. In the top lane, we will have TG. In the jungle, we will have Kulit. In the mid lane, we will have Yume, and as the AD carry said, along with EXO in that support role.
Yes,
so
you can see right now, MSKI has banned out the Lee Sin. So what's the strategy for some of the teams right now is that they're gonna swap out those roles for themselves. Probably it's because of their strategy with what their champions gonna do. Siguro comfortability on what the champions are. For example, siguro nga, if they got Lee Sin, I'm comfortable with Lee Sin, I'll take it, I'll go with this role.
Yeah, yes, something like that. See, Fizz will be that final ban. That is a
Fizz
target ban onto
yes.
Yume. Yume has actually been practicing that between the seasons from Rampage to now. He has been playing a lot of that Fizz, and that is a target ban onto that Fizz. So a respect ban onto Yume, definitely something to be afraid of, and they did ban that out.
So we can see, oh wow, of course, there you go.
Yes,
Warwick, of course, that's an auto ban already.
The king of the jungle.
Yes, he is just super strong right now in the 4.20. His ganks early on, those 1 picks with the infinite duress.
Yes.
Wow. Right, see right now, first pick will go to GameX War Gods. So it's their advantage to take the first pick, and you can see right now it might be a Pantheon.
Pantheon being hovered over. Pantheon might be in the jungle. Pantheon has been buffed with the new jungle changes. His passive allows him to tank up a lot of the jungle and give him that sustain he needs to.
And of course, you can't forget out that man dive. Super range. Oh, and there. Wow. Okay, there we go. The Nidalee. Yes.
This could go. There's a lot of places this Nidalee could go. It could go in that top lane. It could be playing that mid lane, or even that jungle, because we did see last season Nidalee was played in that jungle, so this will be interesting to see where this Nidalee goes. Yeah,
you can see right now, MSKI hovering on Jarvan. They do get those 2 picks just because War Gods got to pick first, so they might get a little bit of advantage with the champion picks. Alright, see that locking in the Jarvan.
Will be locked in.
So that's probably a Jarvan jungle.
That will be in that jungle.
Yes, Jarvan can do those like a sneaky ganks. He can hop over those wards, with his flag and dragon strike in, and yeah, he can just get those unseen ganks.
Yes. Jarvan really a strong jungler last season, and even with the new changes, he's still quite a dominant jungler in this new jungle. So really strong pick for MSKI.
Yeah. Oh wow, you see now that the Corki might be picked in for MSKI, so Zed will get that Corki for himself.
So yeah, Corki's actually considered one of the top 2 AD carries right now. we saw in the recent tournaments in the LCS promos for EU and NA that Corki and Lucian were the most contested AD carries. So we might be seeing a Lucian pick coming in for that War God side, seeing as MSKI did take that Corki for themselves. And yes, indeed, there's the Lucian being hovered over.
Hovering over the Lucian. Yeah. Oh, and the Nami.
So they're already lane.
Yeah, they're already picking out their bot lane. So they want to be dominant in that in the bot lane, because Nami can get those bubbles up and Lucian can follow up with his damage, the culling, the piercing light, and ardent blaze, all good damages. But also, right, I forgot to say, in the 4.20 patch, they removed the AD ratio from the ardent blaze, so it doesn't do as much damage as before.
Yes. However, even with that, he's still a really strong AD carry, and Nami. Lucian Nami is just such a strong bot lane. The sustain and the poke it provides is just really strong.
And the attack buff from the third skill of Nami.
A really strong lane bully. Nami can put that Tidecaller's Blessing with that E onto Lucian, and Lucian will be able to concentrate, and wow.
Okay, Twisted Fate and Sona are looking to be picked by MSKI, so lots of gang potential.
Sona is locked in. This is really interesting.
Twisted Fate and Sona.
Sona hasn't been played that much recently, so this Sona pick is going to be really interesting. I'm surprised. I wonder how well it's going to pan out later on in that game. Sona does have that sustain, so I guess they're trying to keep up with the Lucian Nami lane.
And I can see right now that MSKI is building a lot of AoE control with the Jarvan's Cataclysm and the Sona's Crescendo. So you can lock people up with the Sona's Crescendo, follow up with Corki damage. Also, Twisted Fate follow up with his gold cards and those Q abilities of his. Lots of AP damage there.
Yeah, they actually have quite a lot of poke, so they might be looking to see.
Again,
wow, Pantheon.
Another hover over Pantheon.
Well, this will most likely be in the jungle, or actually, it could be
in top lane.
Oh wow, and Syndra will be hovered over for.
There's a lot of versatility for GameX War Gods. Pantheon and Nami can go either way. Yeah. Sorry, Pantheon and Nidalee can go either way. There we go. Yes.
Yeah. So we will have to see when they do their swaps.
And there we go. The lock in.
Yes, and that will be a lock in Syndra and Pantheon for War Gods.
So Syndra, as people knows, one of the strongest mid lanes. Dark Spheres, Scatter the Weak, lots of CC, lots of damage, and of course Unleash the Power. That single target burst that everyone hates, but the users love.
So looking at the War Gods team comp, they do have a lot of pick with that Pantheon. He does have that stun on his W, and Syndra does have that Scatter the Weak Dark Sphere combo, which will be able to catch him out. And wow, Lissandra being hovered over.
This might be a top Lissandra.
Yes, that will be a top Lissandra if that is locked in.
It isn't too unorthodox to see a top Lissandra because she can go bruiser type. I mean, her ultimate makes her can either get a pick or make her safe in the clashes.
Yes, this is a really exciting lineup, but MSKI has a really strong lineup. Wow, Poppy locked in.
Alright, so
this is exciting.
A little bit of information for you guys. Poppy has been used in the NA expansion tournament.
Yes,
MacNoon with that Poppy. Super aggressive and super dive heavy because you can use that diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity. There we go. To get one target, and then 4 other champions and towers will not be able to damage you. So, wow, MSKI's super aggressive team composition, but also War Gods with also another aggressive composition. So this might be early game invades right now.
It's gonna be. I feel like whoever gets the stronger early game will take the game. In the mid game and in the late game, so it's gonna all come down to the first 10 minutes of the game.
So these two teams, they can do well in the early, mid, and late game. So that means that it's just a term of who can control the game more. Yes. You can see right now, Pantheon will be their jungler. It's gonna be at the top Nidalee. Archie will be on the Syndra mid. VYY for the ADR Lucian, stronger for that support Nami. As for MSKI, we do have TG for that top lane, Macolette in the jungle Jarvan, mid lane Yume, Twisted Fate, Corki, Zed ADR, and EXO for the support Sona. So a little bit of a disappointment for the guys who wants to see EXO on the ADR. Probably the next game, we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, but let's take a look at the team comps. I feel like let's look at the team overall. MSKI has that stronger team comp. They do have that late game potential with the Poppy. They do have Initiate with that Sona Crescendo, with that Jarvan EQ combo, and with the TF who can potentially get a pick with his gold card. And they do have quite a lot of poke with the Corki Rockets and the TF wild card. So a really strong overall team comp for MSKI. However, coming in on the War God side, we do have a lot of pick potential. Like I said earlier, they do have that Nami bubble, the Pantheon stun. they do have the
Syndra
Nidalee.
Scatter the
Yeah,
Weak
they
as
do have
well.
Scatter the Weak combo.
But
They do have
yeah, but also GameX War Gods has a lot of counter engage. Like you said,
yes.
Scatter the Weak isn't just used for initiations; it's used for counter engage. Also, the ultimate of Nami, yeah, counter engage or engage. So we're going to see a lot of reactive plays coming in from GameX War Gods. While for Mineski, like you've said, we're gonna have a lot of engage. So we have to
Yes.
just wait. Man, how long is this game going to start?
Yes,
I am
excited.
tingling inside my bones right now. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so again, recap. Yeah, teams right there.
So, wow, actually, so we did see that it is a Pantheon jungle, and that will be a Nidalee top. Nidalee versus Poppy. I feel like this lane goes to Nidalee in the long run. Nidalee is a really strong lane bully, a really strong lane presence in the lane, and does have that auto attack range. And he can go into that melee form, go into
Oh, yeah.
Cougar, and just dive in onto that Poppy.
Plus
So,
with that what's it called? Touchdown, the first skill. I mean the first skill.
takedown.
Takedown touchdown.
Yes.
Alright, it gives her bonus damage if your enemy is low in HP, so execute damage is there. But Poppy does have her Q.
Yes. However,
Also, if he gets that Trinity Force, lots of damage.
but Poppy is a really weak laner and will be struggling
Oh,
in that
yeah.
lane, so we might actually see a lane swap coming out from the Mineski side. We might be seeing Zed and Exo go into top lane with TG in that bot lane on that Poppy. So it will be interesting to see how this pans out for the Mineski team. But
Also for the summoner spells, you can talk about something about that.
yeah, so Poppy actually went with Teleport Ghost, so looking to get into their faces with the Ghost, and also being able to run away. So this is actually a good thing they picked up that Jarvan, because if the Jarvan did go to the enemy
yeah.
team, he would be trapped by the Cataclysm.
Oh yeah, yeah, but yeah, you can use, I guess, Poppy's heroic charge to try and get out of it. So yeah, that's a possibility.
Yes.
Also, oh yeah, right. The Twisted Fate did go for that Ghost and Flash. So Twisted Fate not scared to not get that ignite. He does want a lot more mobility
Yes.
in the fights.
Trying to just survive that laning phase. It is
Oh,
against
yeah.
the Syndra. Syndra has the potential to get onto you if you're not careful. He can stick out of the weak, and then there is a Pantheon to follow up. So it's really scary lanes for the War God side. They do need to be careful in the early game. However, if Mineski is able to survive the early game, then they will most likely come on top once it gets to the mid game, once it gets to the late game, once
Because
Poppy builds that Triforce, gets their items, and yeah.
there's a lot of you could say that Mineski has, I guess, the better late game team comp.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Mineski does have that late game team comp with
Alright.
that Poppy.
Yeah, so yes, again, I just want to remind you guys, watch and win promo. After these two games with Mineski and War Gods, we're going to give you that question at the end of the game, and first 5 correct comments will get that 500 RP directly put into their account. So
Yes,
yeah.
and these questions will be about the games themselves. So in order to win, you will have to be watching this game, but it's just more incentive, because like, why wouldn't you want to watch these games?
Yeah,
It's
this game's
War Gods versus
we have to
Mineski.
promote Philippine esports, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent out there, and upcoming talents are here right now, and we are into
Yes,
the rift.
this is the first game of the Pro Gaming Series Week 1.
Yes.
War Gods GameX versus Mineski, and game is now started underway.
Yeah, I can see right now that Mineski are going to probably start on this blue buff for themselves. You can see that Macolette is with that new Jarvan skin. So all of them have skins. So wow, these
Yes.
guys are not sparing any expense on their looks.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you see no pings coming out, so we do not know what their plan is. Looks like both teams will be going for a defensive start, trying to just get the wards in the river, trying to make sure they know the movements of that enemy team. And looks like War Gods is Mineski's actually grouping up towards that bot lane. Looks like they might try to invade, however, looks like they have indeed backed
I
off.
can see right now that JLC will spot out TG with that Nidalee trap. You can see right now that Exo and Zed are on the bot lane. Little bit of Ward does see that Lucian is there.
And actually, with the Poppy in the top lane, this will most likely not be a lane swap coming in from the Mineski team.
Yeah.
So TG will be trying to survive that lane against JLC.
Yeah,
And
so it's gonna be standard starts for both teams.
yes, indeed.
Not- Yeah, so you have to see now the junglers. Yes, the junglers can probably move around their strategies with the new items right now. So it's either probably the Pantheon will try to go for that gank heavy item with the Stalker's Blade, and the Jarvan might go for for the Rangers Trailblazer for the faster jungle clears. We'll see. There we go.
Yes, and we do see that. Looks like MSKI might be trying to go for that late invade onto the War God's jungle. We did see earlier that War Gods did try to invade that red buff of the MSKI team. However, he was spotted out by that Poppy and forced to back out.
You could see right now that Colette, Exo, and Zed are hovering a little bit on that red side of War Gods. Might steal it, but no, they're just gonna strike down at Blue Sentinel. So see right now that yes, Zed will be a little bit outnumbered here in the bot lane. Get a little bit of poke from Nami there.
So yeah, Jarvan got a little bit left behind. Kulit a bit behind in the jungle compared to Skill. Skill actually started with that Gromp, while Kulit started on that didn't start on the Gromp. So yeah,
he will probably have to go back to base if he wants to clear out his camps. But I guess he might try the level 2 gank. That's why he's doing this.
So yeah, but with the new jungle, it's much better. A lot of junglers have been starting on the Gromp or on the Krugs in order to get that passive from smiting it, and we saw on War Gods that they did do that.
Here comes the bubble from Nami, and immediate damage coming from Lucian. Oh wow, and a force heal again there from Zed. Already you can see here now that the War Gods' duo composition is winning the lane for them.
So that was actually a really smart play by War Gods. They saw Nami warding that Dragon Pit as spotted out by that ward, and they did use their level 2 advantage to dive in onto Corki. That is the power of the Lucian Nami bot lane. Once they are able to go in, once they hit level 2, they are able to dash into your face and just do tons of damage to you.
And only the thing that Sona can do is heal her ADR back to health. You can see right now that JLC is winning the lane against TG. Like you've said, Range does win against Millie in the starting minutes of the game.
Yes, yeah, we did see Poppy go for that blast, so trying to get a little bit more sustain, coming in for TG. So looking to try to survive that lane with the with the blast.
Yeah, I can see right now also a lot of damage coming in from these two, and the flash comes out from Zed. So yeah, the bubbles really, man, they're that threat that War Gods has.
So yeah, really strong play by Stronger, getting perfect bubble so far. I don't think he's missed a bubble so far yet in this lane. Okay,
so we can see right now. Oh, there's a update from these players. Skill does have his PC down. I can see, wow, JLC going on TG. The execute damage from takedown is there. All right, so we might see a pause immediately because these two teams have Skill has a little bit problem with his PC. So yeah.
So yeah, with that, that's the Poppy power of the Nidalee top. Such a strong lane bully. JLC doing lots of damage onto TG. Eventually, TG will run out of potions, will run out of blast stacks, and he will be forced to get poked out by that JLC also, on that Nidalee.
Yeah. Also, these two junglers did start off with it. There, so see the pause. Also, with these two junglers, we can see that they have both that Rangers Trailblazer,
yes,
so faster clears for themselves. So, yeah.
So yeah, the Rangers Trailblazer is the new item in the Summer's Rift. Does give you the AoE smite, and really strong item overall. I think it's probably the better option coming in with the new changes. So yeah.
Yeah. The reason why they did this is possibly because they don't want to get those early ganks. Because yeah, they already said that they did go for the Rangers Trailblazer. So it's possible that they want to get their damage items first and possibly faster level 6 because they are a bit more dangerous when they get those level 6. Better ganks for the Pantheon and the Jarvan, yeah.
Yes, and with that new jungle, it's pretty important to have that ability to wave clear, and Pantheon and Jarvan don't really have that strong of an AoE in the jungle, so it helps them, supplements their clearing in the jungle.
Also, Neep, even though you can see at the screen, there's a 100 gold lead for GameX War Gods. It doesn't justify that they have been dominating the bot lane, and we can see that Zed already forced to use his flash and heal. So yeah, 2 summers down already. So this means that if they do another skirmish at that bot lane, it's a lot of percentage chance that War Gods will get the better of it.
Yeah, like we said earlier, in that champion select phase, War Gods does have the early advantage. They do have a lot of early damage with the Lucian, Nami bot lane, and that Nidalee in the top lane played by JLC. So what MSKI needs to do right now is just survive through the laning phase. So far they're doing a pretty good job. While they have burn their flashes. It's better than giving up a kill.
Yeah, first blood for Lucian is bad. I mean, a BF sword or a pickaxe can be the determining factor who might
Yes.
kill faster. There we go. All right, so we're still waiting for the game to unpause. So a little bit more of talk coming from us casters here. You can see now that Pantheon is in that bottom side of the river. Might try to counter gank Macolette on his Jarvan. But you can see for the two bot lanes, Zed and EXO are pushed back by VYY and Stronger. So yeah, as we've been talking about, we should. I really wanted to see EXO on that ADR. He might have proved us wrong, and Zed in this early stages hasn't put up to the task of being the ADR for Mineski's lineup right as of now.
So yeah, actually, the reason why, partially why the bot lane of the Mneski team has been so far back is we did see that Axo did come late to lane, and we did talk earlier how War Gods was able to capitalize on that. But the reason why Axo was late to lane is because he actually placed that early pink ward onto that dragon pit. So we will see if it was worth it in the end.
Oh,
Does the
yeah.
superior vision? Is it the superior vision worth the
You should
cost
know.
of losing?
Yeah,
lane?
you should know when to leave your supports to ward and try to gank other lanes. Otherwise, you might leave your ADR to die. I mean, support's main role is to support, assist his ADR. So even if you're trying to advance towards you, you can see if there's someone ganking you. It's always the main objective of the players to help their ADRs. Yes.
Personally, as a support player.
Oh yeah, I forgot the support.
Yes, I actually spend a lot of time roaming the jungle. So usually once I pick up, so usually I actually, instead of rushing my sightstone, I actually go for mobility boots and a pink ward. And what I do is I place a pink ward right near the red buff of the enemy team, which is and most like the bush next to the left of the red buff, and most junglers or players don't usually check that bush, and it gives you a lot of vision throughout the game.
Limited vision. So yeah, a little bit of tip from a pro support here. Ward the front of that red jungle, and you're gonna have infinite vision.
Yes,
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually might see EXO or Stronger doing that. We will have to see once they get more gold. Once it gets into the later stages of the early game.
So it's possible right now that the strategies from both teams is to get their jungles rolling and probably get that first dragon buff to help them in the clashes and the pushes later on. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, still waiting. Almost 5 minutes. Wow. So skills. Oh man, come on, come back to us, man. We want to see this game back in.
So something to point out is, in terms of items, Yumi actually picked up the Boots of Speed as his first item, so he might be looking to rush a mobility boots. So time it with his level 6. So once he backs, he picks up the mobility boots, and he hits level 6. So he's able to get those really nice ganks in early game and snowball the other lane. Seeing as War Gods has that advantage in the early game, so a good gank is what Mneski needs in order to stay in the game in the early game.
Yeah, they are built for that fast ganking. But it's there for War Gods to try and counter it out. Already almost 6 minutes in waiting. Still waiting right now. So yeah, I guess why do you think that Mineski used EXO for the support rather than the ADC? I mean, support, yeah. EXO is one of the best ADCs, if not the best in Philippines. So I'm really baffled by this strategy for War Gods. And there, finally, we have skill reconnecting to the game, and the game will unpause in a few short moments. So a little bit of, I guess, insight from why EXO.
So in regards to
support lane.
EXO playing that support, EXO has actually been playing quite a bit of different roles since the last time we saw him. We have seen him in the mid lane in a couple of the tournaments in the past between Rampage and L. We actually have seen him in AD carry. You've seen him in the support, so I guess it's just part of the Mneski strategy, I guess, with that role stop, because PG is in the top lane, and we do know him for playing that support with EXO in that bot lane.
Alright, so just a few short moments and we will be back into the game. Sorry for the viewers there. I know you are excited to see GameX War Gods versus Mneski Globe, but bad things can happen in the game. I mean, a little bit of a technical difficulty, but still, we have to give it to them. That's they are connecting right now. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So.
Alright, so a little bit of a... so you can see now, Syndra went for her support utility rune, masteries. Biscuits, man.
Oh yeah, so it looks like Syndra went for a 2109, I believe.
Yes.
So the biscuits will provide the extra health
mana.
and mana whenever
Yeah.
you consume them.
So that might be a little bit of the advantage that she gets. Little bit of mana might be necessary for her to unleash, to use her ultimate into the game. Just a little bit more. I know you're excited, Neep. I'm excited also.
Yes, I'm definitely
Yeah,
excited.
come on, skill. We are waiting. Dasal-dasal na lang tayo dito. Alright, come back to us, Senpai.
Yes, so
Alright. As you can see also, you can see that Ochi did go for that Flash Ignite. And yeah, so that means that she wants to kill Yume and make him stick into the mid lane rather than trying to gank those side lanes. Rather than going for teleport himself, yes.
yeah, the reason why Yume went for that ignite, for that ghost and flash rather than going for that ignite is, like we said earlier, MSKI does have that weaker early game. It's much better to try to survive that early game than try to win the early game. And it looks like that is indeed what MSKI is doing.
Alright. We're just waiting right now into the rift. Alright, so how about you? Let's talk about you, my friend. I mean, you are the support for Naga Esports.
Yes,
well, how does it feel, man, to be a pro player for? Okay, you see right now that
yes, we'll have to
they
continue
were
that discussion
finally.
later. The game has finally started once
yes,
again.
and there we go. You can see right now that Yume is trying to farm under Ochi there and dodges the Scatter the Weak. Alright, see right now that the bottom lane is suffering heavily, though the CS is still close by. You can see right now that Stronger has seen Makolet, and whoa, you can see right now that Skill will go in, and EXO gets caught out, forces the flash out, and Skill, looking like a boss, is now walking out. You can see right now JLC dominating his top lane. You can see Yume getting the slow on Ochi. Ochi taking a lot of damage. The cards are there. He might be forced to back. Yes, he might. No, he will still stick to his lane and farm up for more items. I can see right now TG and JLC are starting to pound on each other. See that Makolek will get that pink ward for himself. 30 gold. Good, nice job, man. So yeah.
That was a really good trade by Yume in that mid lane. Ochi actually ran out of mana the moment Yume used his red card onto him, so he wasn't able to trade back, and that was a really smart play by the Yume there.
Yeah, an aggressive counter jungle there. Form skill gives them another force flash out. See, whoa, so much damage coming in from VYY again on poor Sed right there. Sed doesn't have the flash to get out there, and now you can see Skill is bullying Makolet here.
Things are going down onto Skill. However, yeah, Stronger has been on point with this Nami play. I don't think he's missed a bubble yet in this lane. All of these bubbles have been landed, and they've been really crucial into winning this lane for War Gods.
Yeah, so in terms of pressure, War Gods are there. Even though if the gold is still the same, you can see now that War Gods little by little are starting to take those advantages, and yeah, they might use this as to those bigger objectives for themselves.
Yeah, we do see that CS gap is building in that top lane and in the mid lane. JLC is up by almost 10 CS, while we do see that Lucian is up by roughly 6, so yeah.
Yeah, even though if Ochi is pushing out Yume a lot on the mid lane, Yume still has a lot of more CS, so yeah. You can see right now also that TG did get already that Sheen for himself in the top lane, so his Q will start to do damage.
So yeah, it looks like he will be trying to go in for more trades, trying to see if he can trade back with that mid lane. And in the mid lane, we see that both mid laners have backed and have bought their items. Ochi did go for that Phoenix Condex and double Doran's ring, while Yume actually went for that Chalice. So, like we said earlier, Yume just trying to survive that laning phase, trying to get that mana regen early, while Ochi opting for that cooldown reduction and additional AP. It looks like both mid laners will be trying to build that Athena and Holy Grail as their first item.
Yeah, but the changes in the 4.20 patch means that there's less mana regen coming in from the Chalice of Harmony and Athena's and Holy Grail as itself. You can see right now that Sed already has his Sheen, but I guess VYY here will probably get a BF sword, so a lot more damage coming in from VYY.
So yeah, however, Sheen is, you shouldn't underestimate the damage of Sheen. That does increase your damage by 25%. So
wow,
Can't
see
help
right
with
now,
trading.
TG is going in on JLC already.
Wow.
Forces the ultimate there. JLC just pounces out like a boss. Alright, so a little bit of probably a misplay coming from TG. I'm not sure.
Yes, I believe that TG thought that he could get that tower dive onto JLC. Turned on that diplomatic immunity. However, decided to back out as seeing as he didn't have ignite and he didn't really have any follow-up.
Yeah, but Poppy is a little bit tanky right now because of her second skill. You can see that the spear doesn't do too much damage on her.
Yes, tower diving in Italy
Oh wow,
is definitely a bad
you can see now that Stronger is bullying Zed. Even though Zed is an ADR, the support is dominating him. You can see that Zed is a little bit afraid. Again, Exo not here to support his ADR.
Yeah, Exo did go back to pick up that Sightstone. So Stronger doesn't have a Sightstone yet, while Exo does. So this will be mean that MSKI will have stronger ward control for the meantime.
Yes, and probably this might be the chance for Macolette to try and gank for his teammates. While of course we do know that skill is on that Pantheon, his ultimate can be that fast respawn and might be in favor of War Gods if Macolette does a sloppy gank.
Yes, so skill is recalling right now, is level 6. He might be looking to go for that Grand Skyfall gank once he buys his items and once he gets back to lane. He does buy those 2 longswords, so that will be a warrior's enchantment for his jungle item.
Yeah, so junglers right now are starting to finish up their tier 3 jungle items rather than building another item for themselves. So they prioritize the buff more than that. Okay, so you can see right now, Exa is putting a little bit damage on BYY. BYY does get the heal from Stronger. Now forces the calling out of BYY, and now you can see Stronger uses the ultimate. I'm not sure why. I guess they just wanted to put out their ultimates for a flashy play.
That was a miscommunication between Stronger and Skill. Skill was actually there looking to use his ultimate onto the MSKI bot lane. However, a bit too early by Stronger, and unfortunate that the tidal wave was used.
Yeah, so right now they do have to play a little bit defensive because if Sona gets in that crescendo and the follow from his teammates, it might be first blood for MSKI right there. Wow, so much damage coming in from TG right now. JLC going in on TG. You can see right now that Yume uses his ultimate, will go the stun on Stronger, and the first blood goes to Yume. Now poor Stronger is dead. You can see right now 4 members of MSKI are in the bot lane. They're starting to ping out that dragon, so they might start out. Yes, they might start out this dragon. They are roaming there. There you go. See, not Macolette is starting off this dragon.
So yeah, that was a really good play by Yume. Really great communication by MSKI, coordinating that Destiny gank. And in that top lane, wow, JLC went a bit too aggressive. Wow, here comes the Grand Skyfall. Will this be a dragon steal?
Will they be able to steal it? And
wow!
Whoa! Okay, they got the steal. And Macolette is super low right now. Let's use the Cataclysm on Skill. Skill will be able to kill Macolette and steal the dragon with the life kill from Yume. You see right now, Archie is trying to get away. Yeah, he will get the stun from Yume. Yume will be able to kill with the help from Zed. And I can see JLC is putting so much damage on TG. He might be able to damage. Nope. So much mobility coming in from TG. That ghost is super effective for him right now.
Yes, the Poppy passive doing tons of work at that top lane. For those of you who do not know what the Poppy passive is, it reduces damage by 50% if the damage done to you exceeds more than 10% of your HP. So those auto attacks being reduced by 50%, unable to do anything.
So we're gonna go back into the fight right now in the dragon area.
Yes, we do see that.
We're gonna give that. Alright, see right now that there's the Cataclysm coming in from Macolette, and the spear executes Macolette right there, but Yume does get the kill on Skill.
So yeah, even though MSKI did get the 3 kills from that fight, War Gods did get that dragon buff, the Dragon Smite, which will give them 8% extra ability power and attack damage. That is a permanent buff. It will not expire. Even if you die, it will not expire after 5 minutes. That is a permanent, that's here to stay for the War Gods team.
Yes.
So really important that the War Gods team was able to steal that away.
But is it important enough to give MSKI these 3 extra kills? I mean, the items that they might get from this might be enough to mitigate the advantage that the War Gods got from that dragon buff.
Yes, indeed, and we did see that TF has finally picked up his first major item, has that Athene's Unholy Grail after getting those 2 kills from that previous fight, so he will be able to deal more damage, has that cooldown reduction, and he'll also Yeah, be able to sustain in lane.
Yeah, I can see right now Makolet is doing a lane gank. He is scurrying a little bit to the brush. I can see Skill is doing that same thing on the top lane. Whoa, what is that?
Wow, that damage from Jail.
Oh my gosh, and you can see that Makolet going in on Stronger. This is Crescendo coming out, the Cataclysm. Now the follow from Sed might be able to kill one more. Rocket will kill him. JLC now trying to put his life on the line against G, but G super strong with that Q ability. Now you can see Skill going on G, might be able to kill him. G is just running away so fast. That mobility from G is enough to save himself from Skill. VYY was able to get away from there, but the damage has been done. Archie is a little bit cut out here, and I can see the stun coming in from Yume. Damage is on Archie. This is the Unleash Power on Exo. Exo getting the, and now you can see, wow,
yes.
Exo did get a little bit of damage, but Yume with the help. Wow,
so
much
action
damage
going in the top lane and the bot lane. That was actually a really beautiful play by TG. He actually managed to escape and win that 1v2. Wow, like he only had a Sheen that fight, yet his Q did 1/4 HP onto that JLC. So
yeah, I mean, wow, the damage from Poppy is there. So TG is reaping the benefits of his pick.
yes,
yeah.
definitely TG making work, but I think this is probably attributed to the item choice of JLC. JLC actually went for that Morello Nomicon. I'm not sure why he got that. It's a pretty weak lane, item to pick up in lane, as the buffs it gives doesn't really help you in that laning phase. And
yeah, even though it does give you that extra ability power, it's still not enough to go against G, who is a bruiser type, and he does have a lot more magic resist for him to tank the damage.
yes, and this will be actually an AP Nidalee, so we have been seeing some discrepancy with the AD Nidalee, with the builds. We have been seeing AD Nidalee's, AP Nidalee's. This will indeed be an AP Nidalee looking to do a lot of damage with the Javelin poke.
Yeah, I can see right now Archie is starting to get his blue buff yet again, but Yume is winning his lane 3-0-1 with 127 CS. You see right now Makolet is still hovering again on this bot lane, so they're really investing for Sed and Exo to snowball in the game.
Yes, definitely, and the communication between MSKI has just been really strong overall. Wow.
You see right now JLC is going a little bit on TG, but TG is not having none of it. That Q ability from him is there. You can see a little bit of they're just going back to their lanes yet again. Yeah, so just a little bit of warding coming in from the top lanes. Don't want to get disturbed, but wow, the CS is in favor of JLC there.
Yes, that's the power of Nidalee. Nidalee, despite losing trades between TG, as we saw right now.
Right now, TG using his ultimate yet again on JLC. JLC is starting to run for his life, but TG will be able to get the kill, to force the flash out, and the damage is there. Oh
no,
whoa,
he does not get
way.
that kill. A bit too over aggressive by TG, thinking he could get that
diplomatic immunity timed out. You see Yume is using his ultimate and will get the execute kill. So yeah, again Twisted Fate, and you can see Makolet is going to go on Archie right now. Archie doesn't have any way to escape. Already half HP. Makolet might die. No, you can see right now. Wow, Skill with the flash in executes the kill on Makolet right there, and nice engage. And you can see that forces the crescendo flash from Sed does kill the VYY there. Now Stronger is in a bit of a bad position right now. Little bit of more damage, misses the rocket. The minion helps, but the auto attack is there, and wow, it is just going in favor of MSKI. You can see right now Skill uses his ultimate, but just walks away.
Yeah, once again, a lot of action coming in at all places of the map. We did see that TG did get a bit too aggressive in that top lane. Missed the stun from that E, and wow.
Wow, you see the stun coming in from Skill. Yes, there's the follow-up from Archie. But, whoa! Alright, the heal from Exo was enough that they got the kill on Skill and Sed survived.
So,
wow!
Yeah, that was a really good play by Exo. A bit unfortunate for Skill, unable to get those kills. Unable to clean up the Sed and Exo in that bot lane, and now with that, it is a 3.4k gold advantage in favor of MSKI, and Dragon is now up on the map, and they will actually be taking Dragon right now as we speak.
Yes, MSKI will not be, War Gods will not be able to kill it yet again, so it's a 1-on-1 for both teams on their Dragon, but JLC did get that top tier 1 tower in the top lane. There you go.
So yeah, JLC at this point, he will most likely be the split pushing machine. He actually is picking up that Seeker's Arm Guard, and that will be Azonia's Hourglass. A bit interesting, trying to see if he can outplay that Poppy. And
I can see right now that Skill is flanking in the side, trying to get on Yume, and JLC is in the side yet again. The stun might come out from Skill, and yes, there we go. Might put us down. Oh wow, the execute skill was there. You can see right now Makolet and EXO are going in on BYY. Where is Said? He is starting to try to help the lanes. Damage is there from BYY. Xira. 3 members of War Gods will get that mid tier 1 tower. And yeah,
what a beautiful rotation by War Gods. They're gonna get this. This will be another turret for War Gods. There's no one to respond for this. So even though they are so behind, smart map movements will lead to advantages.
Yes.
And this should be, yes. And with
Another
that, the gold is now
a tier 2 tower
less
for
than
them.
1k gold advantage.
Yeah, you can see right now Zed trying to flank. He does spot Stronger in BYY there. Puts a little bit damage on Stronger, but 4 members of War Gods are trying to go in on Zed right now. The stun comes out from skill. There is no flash out for Zed, and Zed will die to skill right there. They execute shutdown again, and now you can see gold is balanced out for these 2 teams.
Yeah, War Gods starting to come on top. Really smart map rotations. Forced the teleport from TG to go on that top lane, and meanwhile, JLC was able to rotate back into that bot lane and get that pick onto Zed.
Yeah, Zed was a little bit too confident there. He extended all the way. He saw that there were 4 members of War Gods in the mid lane, and he shouldn't have revealed himself there in the jungle.
So, yeah, a bit of misplays coming in from both teams. Yume did get caught in that mid lane, and we did see that Kulit did try to chase a bit too long onto the BYY and Stronger bot lane, and got punished for that.
Yeah, you can see right now TG putting a little bit of damage on that tier 1 top tower with his Triforce completed. Now you can see that BYY just getting a little bit of a resource from the jungle. You can see that, oh wow, you can see Stronger is rotating in the top lane, trying to help out JLC on TG, but TG will just run away. Okay, you can see right now that Exa with Macolette are on this bot lane. You can see right now that Yume uses his Destiny, will get the pick on BYY, and BYY, oh my gosh, Exa gets the kill again. So even though Exa is in the support role, he is not lacking in the kills.
Yes, even though he is playing support, he's still carrying from that support role. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. And that's going to give them this feed-free bot tier 1 tower. So good rotations coming in from Mineski, using the Destiny from Yume's Twisted Fate to full effect right there, getting those free 1 picks for their team.
Yes, indeed. And we do see that in terms of items, wow, JLC's actually completed his Azonia's Hourglass as well as Nomicon, despite being
down
1-3, yeah. So the CS definitely paying off from that Nidalee.
I can see right now there is a lot of damage coming in on Yume. Wow, the execute kill from a JLC was there. You can see that Zed and Exo were able to kill Achu at the same time. You can see right now Stronger using his style wave, and now Skill using that man dive to flank the team. Stronger taking a lot of damage, but 4 members of War Gods will clean up this 2 bot lane for Mineski. And there's the 2 double kill for JLC.
That was a really good response by the War Gods team. Once they saw Ochi go down, they were able to respond appropriately. Mineski overcommitted a bit too much during that fight and did play the price of 3 for that 1 kill on Ochi.
Yeah, but still, it was probably like a 2-for-2 trade. Oh no, that's a 3-for-1 trade actually, because they got Yume also in that mid lane river. Yeah, see right now the gold is again fluctuating for both teams. It's a 1k gold lead, then same gold, then 1k gold lead for the other team. It's just a back and forth match right now. So Baron is live. Oh, of course the Baron now spawns in 20 minutes rather than before it did spawn in the 15-minute mark.
Yes, and, this back and forth great. What a great way to start this first game of the
hype is
series.
Here, man. I can feel it. These teams don't want to lose.
Yes, indeed. And we do see that blue buff will go down onto Ochi.
I can see right now the ward does spot Macolette trying to get his ward right there. Stronger putting a little bit of damage on Exa with the help from BYY there. You can see right now they might steal this red buff, but the smite does secure the kill on red buff for Macolette. But Macolette is trapped yet again, might force the flash out, and then but the execute damage from these 5 members of War Gods are able to burst him down immediately. I can see right now the dragon will be up in about a minute, so this might be their next objective. The second dragon buff is a little bit important. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lack of vision from Mineski's side. Macolette wasn't aware of that JLC was coming in from that side, and he did get flanked. The spear chunked him so hard and allowed him to get that, and allowed for Skill to get that kill. If that spear didn't hit, Macolette would have been able to EQ over the wall and survive, or most likely burn a couple flashes.
I can see right now the wardings for War Gods are only in the side of Mineski right now.
Yes.
So they really want to control Mineski's movement in the jungle, and as you can see, that paid dividend when they were able to kill Macolette.
Yes, they'll most likely be setting up for that dragon. They have really strong pick with their comp, and what they're doing right now is what they need to be doing to make most use of their
You can
confidence.
see right now Makolet will be caught again from Stronger, and Vi will miss that bubble, and here comes Skill. Might get the stun. Nope, he just dodges away and jumps over the wall.
And yes, Dragon is up in 10 seconds now.
You can see right now G going again on JLC. Missed the heroic charge, but the damage from G is there. Uses the ghost to catch up to JLC. JLC trying to put the damage. It is there. G is super low right now. One more spear shot will miss. JLC wins that, and TG will be forced out of lane. JLC might just try to push the lane for himself, but he wants blood. He is trying to go on TG. The spear will miss yet again. There is no follow-up from War Gods, and you can see right now the execute will come on JLC. Yume uses his ultimate just to scout out the positioning of the other War Gods members. You see right now Yume will try to get that stun. Nope, he will just try to reposition himself yet again. You can see right now Skill might try to go. Here comes the Tidal Wave, will get no one, and EXO gets the catch out, and JLC flags from the side, uses that Zonius, and Makolet all alone will get bursted down, and you can see right now Archie trying to go on Yume, gets so much damage, but the Ignite will kill him. Man Dive does not hit anyone, but that was a 3-4-0 for War God.
EXO's crescendo missed all 4 members of the team. It like went right in between them. Really unfortunate. And after that, they scattered and they were not able to properly regroup and retreat properly. They went in different directions and just got picked off by the strong pick of that War Gods team. So, wow. And now the gold advantage is now 2k in favor of War Gods, and they do have that second level of that Dragon buff.
And that kill on TG gave War Gods the opportunity to get that 4v5 in the mid lane, and was able to get out of it for a 3-0. So yeah, nice.
Yeah, that kill in the top lane was actually TG miscalculating the damage of JLC. Wasn't aware that JLC had already completed that Zhonya's Hourglass and that Morello's Nomicon. He probably wasn't paying attention to that CS difference, which allowed JLC to get all those items already.
Yes, so you can see right now that just trying to farm out the lanes. Jungles are cleared out. You can see right now that War Gods are starting to ward yet again the jungle camps of MSKI. Yeah, I can see right now itemizations here. We do have Infinity Edge and BF Sword for BYY. As for said, he has a Triforce and BF Sword with his Bam Setter, so the damage is there. But yeah, team fights are still going in favor of War Gods right now.
So yeah, in terms of gold, we did see that earlier TG and JLC were duking it out in that top lane, and TG lost. And look at the gold advantage. JLC is 3k ahead in favor over the Poppy, which is where the majority of that gold is coming from.
Wow, and EXO was able to spot out the ward with that sweeping lens. So wow, okay, so nice trick there from the support of MSKI. You can see right now that Stronger and BYY in the bot lane trying to clear out this wave, trying to put a little bit of pressure in the lanes to see if MSKI will react to it, but MSKI, 3 members are in the mid lane. Yes, we'll just recall and probably try to get the items. Guess they're just trying to delay what's happening right now, try to get their items and see if the next fight will be in their favor. See right now, Sed does spot out that ward. Yes, he's going to kill it. So yeah, Ward Wars are back.
So at this point in time, it looks like both teams are just trying to farm up, trying to find an opening for them to start something.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that the Scuttler is the new
Crab is the new jungle camp.
Yes, if you're able to kill it, you get 35 gold and Vision and Speed Boost Shrine in front of the camp. I see right now EXO getting caught up yet again from Skill. So I'm not sure why he did. Oh wow, there's no warden coming in from MSKI yet again. MSKI too lazy, or either War Gods is clearing out this warding.
We do see that
wow.
War Gods does have 3 sweeping lands, and 2 of them are actually upgraded, so they have been able to control the jungle of the MSKI team. We did see earlier that wards have been going everywhere.
And Makolet going in blindly yet again will get spotted out by Stronger. So lots of aggression coming in from MSKI, just trying to get into their jungle without a little bit of a vision, and you can see that they are paying dividend to that. You can see right now that 4 members of War Gods are in this top lane yet again. Yume will try to get his blue buff. No one will try to steal it from him. And
really great response by MSKI, pushing that mid lane rather than trying to defend that top. It looks like this might be a free
right now the JLC will try to teleport here, save himself, but there are 3 members of right now. You can see that Yume will try to get in. The Tidal Wave does come out from Stronger. Does get the stun on Yume, but you can see JLC trying to go in. TG will tank that tower. You can see that Oshi is a little bit caught out, but Skill will try to get the pickups for his team. And you can see right now, JLC will be able to kill Macolette right there, and said it's running for his life. JLC might die, but oh wow, that mid-air Zonius. One more spear shot, and the spear, whoa, barely misses by an inch. Now said will try to run for his life. The bubble yet again from Stronger will give them the clean ace, and while this is happening, VYY is starting to hammer down this inhibitor turret in the top lane. Might be able to get that inhibitor and a little bit more advantage for War Gods. And woo!
So Mineski, the
so
pick
much
didn't
flashing.
work on too. Yes, lots of flashing. Mineski, the pick didn't play out to their favor. Like you said earlier, War Gods has really strong counter engagement.
You can see right now the stun that's going on VYY. Macolette now trying to go against 4 members of War Gods. Macolette super low in health. JLC would get caught out. He dies to Yume's card. And now you can see TG is trying to go in on JLC. Will get the stun or the damage. Nope. JLC will try to go in on Stronger right now. Does get the stun, but Stronger is trying to hold his own. Will get the damage and the bubble again. So yeah, nice bubbles coming in from Stronger. The disengage is there, and JLC will run for his life right there.
So yeah, the counter engage, they work for Mineski.
Woo!
Once again, War Gods overstayed a bit. VYY and Stronger did die, and looks like Mineski's still on the hunt.
And you can see JLC gets slowed by Exo's Frost Queen's claim. Now Exo is trying to pounce out. Yes, we'll be able to pounce out of that.
So yeah, that all happened because of wow, Baron being called by Mineski.
Already. So there are 5 members of Mineski up. Only Stronger will respond about 3 seconds. They are starting it off, I think. Yes, the Spider Sense from War Gods will be able to spot this out. There's JLC trying to go in. Will be able to get Exo. No, the Zonius is there. JLC does get skill gets caught up, but the cast kills him, and Crescendo, but dies. 2 damage. You can see right now JLC will die to the Baron. And now Ochi and VYY are trying to wait for their lives. Zed and TG and Yume will be able to not finish the Baron, and will just go back to the lane. So very messy engage there, Neep.
Yes, so
wow, again.
That fight,
Jeez.
I think, went in favor of Mineski. Mineski was behind at that time, and despite that really strong engage by skill, it still paid off, and we did.
Yeah, I can see right now the clash yet again. There's a damage coming in on skill. Zed will try to go in on T skill right there, and Yume with that sorry, now you can see JLC will get caught up. The Baron helping out Mineski right here, and yes, there again. TG was in the backline, was able to pick off the other members of War Gods there.
So that was mostly TG doing that work, and meanwhile we did see that War Gods was able to take Dragon. That is a 3rd stack of Dragon, which will grant them 5% bonus movement speed. And yes,
you can see right now VYY, Stronger, and Ochi will get the stun misses, and I think Mineski was able to feel that they tried to do that.
So yes, Mineski learning from their mistakes of the face checking that was happening earlier in this game.
So Spider Sense are here for both teams. You see right now Macolette is in the Tri-Brush, might try to go in, but he just backs off because yes, there are 4 members of War Gods in this bot lane. They will try to push in the towers here. You can see right now that the inhibitor tower in the top lane is down, so the super minions will start to hammer in on those Nexus turrets from the top side. So War Gods are exploiting this advantage that they got, and yeah, you can see right now they're trying to push this bot lane for themselves.
So yeah, they do have that mid-leaf to provide that poke, and looks like they will be conceding this turret to War Gods. Not much Mineski can do. It is a 4v5 at that bot lane.
The pushing power is there for War Gods. They can really clear those towers fast.
JLC and VYY are a really strong pushing force. Meanwhile,
you can see the laser hitting JLC a little bit. The heal is there. Ochi getting a little bit of damage, but Stronger is there to heal his mid lane up. You can see now Skill is doing that one-man push in the mid lane. TG trying to catch someone out. The stun does come out from Ochi. I can see JLC going in like a boss. Will not give Yume that range for his stun. Now I can see Skill yet again on the mid side does get the attention of TG and Macolette. Now War Gods trying to hammer down this inhibitor to bot lane. So this is a good strategy for War Gods, trying to split push with only Skill in the mid lane and 4 members of War Gods in the bot lane.
Yes, this is definitely what War Gods needs to be doing. Just trying to make Mineski get disoriented, trying to respond to everything going on in the map. Would you see that top lane has no super
and
minions?
The catch on VYY is imminent there, but he was forced to flash out. He's still surviving. He's using the calling right now. And you can see Skill is trying to go in. Will get the man drive. You can see right now JLC will get Zed right there. Execute damage. Whoa! Flashes out, but Zed dies immediately. I can see TG was able to get the kill on VYY. You can see Skill, Ochi, and Stronger will try to get TG. Yes, the shutdown is there. Stronger gets it, but the clash was in favor of
Yes.
Mineski. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really good fight by Mineski. Skill was still in the mid lane when that fight happened. He came to the fight a bit too late for him to do really much. TG got a bit too aggressive with that Poppy.
Yeah,
Once-
BYY was a little bit
once you have
overextended there.
the diplomatic immunity, you feel like you're invincible. However, that invincibility doesn't last for long.
Yeah, and but he did put his diplomatic immunity on Zed, who has already a Triforce and Infinity Edge, so the damage really is there.
Yes, indeed. And
And consider also, yeah, it's like what I wanted to point out, that VYY a little bit too overextended on his position. You can see that the follow up all was on him, and this little scramble was able to give Mineski that advantage. You can see right now, Red Inhibitor has spawned in the top lane, so there's no more pressure from the Super Minions in the top lane. So probably they're going to start to try and do that Baron dance.
so yes, VYY, like you said earlier, got a bit too aggressive. He did. I guess he forgot that Mineski has so many ways to catch you out. There is that gold card from Yume, like we said earlier. There is that crescendo from EXO, and there is that EQ into Cataclysm from Jarvan. And that's what happened. He actually got caught by the EQ Cataclysm, and believe he got followed up by that crescendo from
Yeah.
EXO.
Yeah, as for the itemizations, I'm still seeing that Yume's and Zed aren't going for any defensive items, so this means that they're trying to just stack up the damage for themselves.
Yes, well, they do have Mineski does have a really strong front line, and same with War God, so they are most likely just trying to stay in that back, trying to poke out whenever they can, so being tanky isn't really a problem for both players.
Yeah, I can see right now VYY and Achi and 5 members, of course, of War Gods are in the Baron area. They might try to start the Baron dance, but Mineski is on their heels. Yume uses his ultimate just to scout out the members, but whoa, he
What
tries
are
to
you
go
doing,
in,
Yume?
but Exo's crescendo was there. Stronger does get caught up, immediately burst down by VYY there. Now TG is going in on VYY there, gets the kill, and it's going in favor of Mineski right now. TG is the man of the game. He is executing everyone left and right now. JLC trying to go in on EXO here, but EXO will flash away, does dodge out the damage. Now you can see Skill trying to save JLC for his life. Didn't get the stun off, but immediately burst down by JLC. JLC trying to go in and was able to kill TG able to get the kill on JLC.
Yes.
My gosh.
Welcome to the late game. That's what Mineski's saying to War Gods. Here comes the Poppy Terror. Poppy wrecked the team of War Gods. That is why Poppy is such a strong pick at the moment. Once she gets the item, once it gets farther late into the game, she can assassinate your carries.
And you can see right now, they're going to start off the Baron. Makolet is here to stoke up the damage from Baron. With the damage coming in from TG, this might be a immediate Baron damage from them. Yes, you can see right now that the HP of the Baron is going down quite fast. But you can see Stronger will try to cancel them out. He does not have his tidal wave to CC them out of it. So yeah, I guess he's just here, and he let's get the bubble on Yume, but Mineski able to get the Baron, and poor Stronger gets caught. Little bit of overextension here again from War Gods.
Several fights, we do see that the gold advantage is now roughly 2k only in favor of War Gods. So it was a 6k gold advantage earlier, so 4k a gap has been closed for that Mineski.
While that was happening, JLC did try to get the inhibitor turned on the bot lane with his teleport, but TG had his teleport up, and that went in favor of Mineski yet again.
However, this could be a tier 4 dragon for War Gods. It looks like no contestant. This will be a level 4 dragon, which will provide the extra pushing power.
Right. So this means that 4 dragons are for War Gods, 1 Baron for Mineski, and gold advantage still is on War God's side, 2k gold advantage, and so we're going to see these two teams try to use those buffs and gold advantage to their favor.
War Gods needs to be careful. Mineski does need to be careful though. If they concede another dragon to War Gods, this will be
the triple
bad news.
bonus is there. Like we've said before, that ×3 bonus from the dragon's buff is OP, man. That's like one of the game ender strategies
aspect of the dragon.
aspect of the dragon for this 420 patch. You can see right now 4 members of Mineski will try to go in on this mid lane. Yes, there's TG coming in, making it 5 of them. Yes,
Here
they
comes
will
the super
try.
buff minions from that Baron buff.
Yes, they're
Look at
looking
that cannon.
steroided up. But TG is not afraid. He will try to do a mock noon and might try to get someone in the backline. Yes, you can see right now Makolet does get by dashes away. Makulet will get bursted down immediately. TG in the backline right now, hammering down on BYY, does get the damage. You can see right now that Skill will try to get the damage on Yume. Yume uses that zones of his. Now you can see JLC will flash out, but there's the execute kill again from TG, and said with the final hit on JLC. Now Mineski is in the driver's seat. They are not holding up, and they will try to get this mid inhibitor for themselves.
And yes, this will be indeed an inhibitor. Really great play. A bit of a shaky initiate by Kulik, but in the end it paid off. TG was able to recover that by getting that assassination onto BYY.
And this looks like Mineski is trying to finish out the game. 3 core members from Mineski, War Gods are not here. Skill will get caught up again. It's just the final stand from the jungler and the support, and now the game will go to Mineski. It is a 0-4-1 right now.
GG, well played. Game 1 of the very first game of the Pro Gaming series has gone to Mineski.
So congratulations on Mineski. Even though if Makolet did go in on that aggressive Cataclysm,
Yes.
they had faith in TG with his Poppy to be able to burst down BYY. And as you saw, BYY's damage was 1/4, and poof,
Yes.
Coco Crunch.
Definitely MVP award does go to TG.
Wow.
TG wrecked the enemy team. Late game Poppy Terror.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really excited that we got to see Poppy in the very first game of Pro Gaming Series, and yeah.
So much. You can see that JLC was able to dominate in the mid game,
Yeah.
but the late game was there, people. Poppy in the late game is one of the strongest. The diplomatic immunity is super OP. Yeah, you can see also 4 dragon buffs were in favor of War Gods, but Mineski with the Baron buff with that lineup was able to clean out that mid lane immediately for themselves.
Yes.
And the 0-1, even though it was a back and forth game, it still went in favor of Mineski.
So, guys, we will have another game after this. War Gods versus Mineski once again.
Yes, Mineski will be on the blue side,
Yes.
and War Gods will be on the red side.
So-
So stay tuned yet again after this game. It will be the watch and win promo. So
Yes,
yeah,
I know a
for
lot of
you
you
guys
excited for that.
who want that 500 RP, stay tuned. And the action continues as we return. So
Yes.
again, this is GS Asteroid.
And I'm GS Neep.
Yes, and we will get back to you after these this break.
Yes.